Hey everybody, it is your girl Genuinely Divine coming at you today with a video all about Scorpio and Leo. This is a requested video. The requester is, let me look at my notes you guys, make sure I get his name right. I think it's Antoine Dewan, but let me make sure. Oh God, I'm sorry you guys. Yes, it is Antoine Dewan. So thank you so much, Antoine Dewan, for your request. Again, you did not specify who was the male or who was the female. So today's compatibility will just be Scorpio energy with Leo's energy. Is it a match that's made in heaven, or is it a match that heaven rejected? If you would like to know my analysis on this love compatibility, stay tuned, keep it locked and blocked, and I will be right back.
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things it took from me, I know that I am so much better.
And welcome back. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Scorpio has been a really hot topic. Actually, I just finished a video which was Scorpio and Gemini energy. Scorpios, of course, is ruled by Mars and Pluto, so it has a lot of aggression. It can be a person that goes through so many different transformations, especially when it comes to love. They go through so many different changes throughout their whole life cycle when it comes to love. You have Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. Leo is a masculine, so wherever it is ruled by the sun, so wherever Leo is, Leo likes to shine bright like a diamond. You know, like the sun is the center of our universe. It is the one, all the other planets orbits around the sun. So the sun is royal, you know, so it is everything in all actuality. So Leos have the personalities of wanting to be everything and to everybody and in every situation. You have Scorpio, who has so much possessive and secretive nature. You have Leo, who's so warm-hearted and just so full of ambition. These people are really, really talented. They love being in the center of attention and just being the spotlight. These people are very, very creative. They rule the fifth house. The fifth house is the house of creativity, your children and dating. So these people can be really big on dating, like a lot of dating for these people. These are the type of people who definitely can be open to open relationships. They definitely don't mind compromising in a relationship because they know that they want things to be their way, and sometimes to remain of royal status, you have to make certain, you know, changes in your lives. Okay, so they're okay with that. So Leo, of course, is with them being so open-minded and being a fire sign. Of course, Leo is a fixed fire sign, actually. Sagittarius mutable and Aries is cardinal. So Leo is one of the fixed fire signs who is very, very strong in their in their beliefs. They're very strong in their, you know, working towards their ambition. They're very strong in their creativity. If whatever their arts are, or whatever their crafts are in this lifetime, they're very, very, very big on that. Whatever their goals are, they are fixated on those goals. Okay, you have Scorpio, who is the ruler of the eighth house. You know, the eighth house is the house of everything, basically. That's behind closed doors, you know, taxes, you know, death, sex, rebirth, just other people's money, inheritances, you know, just science, you know, just things that are, you know, the occult, things that are just not on the surface type things. It's all associated with the eighth house, with Scorpio. Scorpios grow up so fast. A lot of times they not necessarily just growing up fast, but they experience heartbreak or some type of heartbreak or some type of betrayal throughout their life, which it kind of prepares them for the life of a Pluto influenced person throughout their whole life cycle. So throughout their life, a lot of times they're just constantly searching for someone that they can genuinely trust. So what happens when Scorpio and Leo combine together in a love compatibility? I can tell you what happens. These two become the strength of one another. These two actually are what the other person needed. When you think of water and fire together, you would say they will probably drown each other out. Oh, no. In all actuality, sometimes fire and water make awesome romantic lovers. Leo's fire is just enough to keep Scorpio's water the right temperature, the perfect temperature. And Scorpio's water does not drown out Leo's fire. Now it can, of course, but in all actuality, Leo and Scorpio have so much in common. A lot of times they have a lot of shared activities that they love doing with each other. These two, when it comes to trust, they can trust each other. They're big on trusting one another. Actually, these two can become some of the best of friends in their relationship, and in a relationship, especially a romantic relationship. That's what you want. You want your lover to be your friend. You want to rush home or rush to your telephone and tell your best friend all your good news, everything that happened to you today. That was so great. You want to share that information with your best friend. And what better friend than someone that's also your lover? That is perfect. To me, I think so. And with this compatibility, that's what you get. Of course, we all have our ups and downs in relationships. So with these two, I don't think trust would be an issue. I feel like Leo is open. She sometimes exaggerates the truth. That's just Leo. But I think Scorpio intuitive nature is easily picks up on when his or her Leo is actually exaggerating the truth and take it for what it is. Leo, of course, understands her Scorpio secretive nature. She understands that sometimes there are some things you just rather keep to yourself, or you just don't, it's just something that you don't feel like the other person need to know. And the Leo is okay with that when it comes to his or her Scorpio lover. So trust, not a big issue in this compatibility. Actually, they can have very good trust. And moving on to communication. With communication with these two, these two can talk, all the time. Fire signs, of course, are feelers. They like to feel within the moment, and this matches perfectly with Scorpio, because Scorpio is one of the water signs that's a feeler also, because they have the influence of Mars. Mars rules Aries, fire sign, which is like they have this aggression within them, and they feel things so deeply. And that's a good thing, because when it's time for them to communicate with Leo, a lot of times they have so many different things that they're interested in. Like maybe they play music together, or maybe they dance together. Maybe they do arts and crafts. Like they have something that they do together. This is something that keeps them feeling each other, just bonding with each other continuously. And the way they communicate is through their creativity, their shared creativity. Leo is extremely creative. So of course, in this love compatibility, these two, with their shared creativity, they will always have something to talk about, keep them occupied with one another. So communication with these two, I think, can be very creative, very loving, and it's just very fun, just like loads of fun, just continuous fun and entertainment. Okay, moving on to the finances with this love compatibility. With the finances, Leo will be the one that probably bring in, okay, Scorpios are extremely good at bringing in money. Leos are extremely good at bringing in money. They both are. Leo can bring in money through creativity, their creativity. They can also bring in money through their main job, or their main job just may be entertainment. But through some type of entertainment, maybe, you know, on the weekends, maybe they sing at a bar, or maybe they paint in their free time, and they sell their paintings, like, you know, on the side or something of that nature. However, Leos can make money many different ways, and especially through entertainment, creativity. Okay, Scorpios, on the other hand, is just the same, but in different ways. Like Scorpios, I wouldn't say they're extremely creative or anything, but of course they can be, but Scorpios basically are just really intelligent. So they have ways, like maybe they're in a person who do taxes on the side, you know. Maybe they have a main job, or they are their own boss, or some type of, you know, they are bringing in money in different types of ways, because Scorpios, of course, they rule, the 8th house rules other people's money, and Scorpio rules the 8th house. So Scorpios are really good at manipulating or convincing people to give them their money in some type of way. So they're very, very talented when it comes to getting other people money, or getting other people to invest in whatever it is that they believe in. So these two lovers, Leo and Scorpio, can definitely, you know, bring in some good money and have a really nice comfortable life. The biggest spender in this compatibility, I'm gonna have to give it to Leo, because Leo is someone who, you know, of course, you know, they're royalty, so they feel the need to always look like royalty. They gotta have nice hair, they gotta have nice clothing, you know, even if it's not the most expensive, it is going to be very flamboyant. Okay, they're gonna maybe it costs $10, but they're gonna make it look like $1,000,000, because they have to shine bright, of course, you know. So they can be big spenders, but they can also be savers. Leos are the type, I believe, they save their money for what they want to do, and they're big on having fun. So they're good on making money, and they're also big on spending money. Scorpios, on the other hand, they're good at saving, and I mean, they buy things that they like too, but they're not huge spenders. A lot of times they spend most of their money on others to make sure they're happy, to a certain extent. Okay. So moving on, when it comes to sex with these two, when a romantic love, these two can be extremely passionate. Oh, extremely passionate. Sex can be off the chain with these two, because you have this fire sign Leo that's fixated on making sure our partner is pleased from the top of his head to the bottom of his toes. Then you have Scorpio. He or she is so intensified when it comes to love, and they want to feel, they want that soul quenching connection. And these two, when they come together, not only is the physical part of it beautiful, but the connection, the mental stimulation, the physical stimulation, the soul connection is absolutely amazing. So this is an incredible pair when it comes to romantic love. So congratulations, you guys. This is pretty awesome compatibility in this department. So yeah, overall though, for Scorpio with Leo, I can definitely just see in this relationship being one of those relationships that, if you start it off right, this is a relationship that will last through the test of times. Now, if this relationship is started on rocky grounds, this will be a relationship that probably wouldn't last, because, you know, it has to be a relationship of sincerity. You have to be completely honest about who you are up front, and you have to be open to respect one another's differences, because of course you do have differences. It's not like Scorpio and Leo is the ideal couple or the ideal energy to combine and just naturally flow beautifully, but it is energy that can work very, very well together if things are taken care of at the very, very beginning. So it's all about the start with this love compatibility, and it will determine if and how this relationship will end. Another thing about these two is, like, Scorpios and Leos, like, when they get into arguments, oh wow, they can be kind of like really, really heated, okay? Because egos will come into play. Leo has a huge ego. Scorpio has a huge ego. Leo is a masculine energy. Scorpio is feminine energy. So hopefully Scorpio is the woman in this compatibility and Leo is the man in this compatibility, because I definitely can see the relationship thriving. If there's no other variables in your chart but Scorpio and Leo when it comes to personal planets, yeah, the energy for the male would definitely need to be with the Leo, and the Scorpio energy would need to be with the female. And the reason why I say that is because in love compatibilities, you would like for the female to have more of the feminine traits, and you would like for your male to have more of the masculine energy. And the reason why is because it helps the relationship to be a lot more balanced, opposed to the woman having more of the masculine energy and the man having more feminine energy. Now, either way, it can work. It definitely can, but you have to understand your role, because in this realm of reality, you know, no man wants to feel like his woman is in control of everything and he's just a little biatch or something. You know, they want to be like, hey, I'm the man of my house, I'm handling this, I run this. You know how the little ego comes out, because they don't want their friends to know that, hey, you know, my girl runs everything, it's cool, you know, I don't have no problems with that. They can't do that. So of course, that's why I say you definitely, in this compatibility, the Leo, hopefully the Leo is the male and the Scorpio is the woman. If not, it still can work. It all depends on other variables that's in your astrological chart that makes you guys compatible. And however this relationship can and will stand on its own if you guys started off in the correct way. And really, you guys, that's all I really have for this love compatibility when it comes to trust. You guys are good at trusting one another. I think you guys are open with one another. I think you guys really have one of those type of relationships where you can talk to each other about anything. It doesn't matter. Also, when it comes to communication, I see you guys having so many different things to talk about. You guys have so many different shared activities that you love doing together, and it's beautiful. And you guys, that's something that you both look forward to each and every day. When it comes to finances, you guys can definitely make a really decent living for yourself, and both of you guys love to entertain. Like Leo love to entertain her guests, her friends, and give out really great gifts. Leos are good with that. And Scorpios are the type of people, they like to just enjoy life all together. So together, the two of you guys are amazing. When it comes to your home, I do see you guys having a really nice, comfortable home. One that is probably sexed all over, where you guys probably have a really nice, exotic type home. I mean, I'm just guessing here. But however, whichever, I do see this compatibility being a wonderful compatibility. Sometimes one can take advantage of the other just a little bit too much. Now, when you do feel that you are doing this, either one of you, Scorpio or Leo, please make sure you pull back. Never take advantage of one another. Never take each other for granted. Because once this relationship ends, it will be the biggest heartbreak that you probably will ever experience in your life. This is a wonderful compatibility. Enjoy it. Thank God for it. And always cherish this relationship. So, with that being said, is it a match made in heaven, or is it a match that heaven rejected? This is a match that was made in heaven. Until the next time, you guys, I wish you so much love, peace, and many wonderful, wonderful, wonderful blessings. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I see you in my next video. Bye.
When I think about the way we used to be,